It really is time for a haircut. Just hold on a moment.
Well, whew, that's a lot better. Yes. It is Thursday, the 19th of May 2022. Welcome along to the channel. Welcome to each and every one of you. Let's dive straight into it without messing around. Let's go into the levels. Now, first of all, Kutan actually has gone up 166.11, and the Three Gorges, as near enough promised yesterday, is down. Good news, 159.91. There's no inflow there, but the outflow is 22,200. So does that mean if the levels have gone up in Kutan, does that mean the Three Gorges in a couple of days will go up? We can only wait and see. Let's have a look at the weather. Now, for reference, I put the hand by the Three Gorges Dam-ish. The green colour is basically light rain, then orange is like rain, and then anything which is red is quite heavy rain. And you can see nothing is really hitting the Three Gorges Dam directly, but upstream of that, near Chongqing, Sichuan, to the west of it, you can see all these rain clouds forming. This is normal for this time of year, and we will go into some of the floods which have been happening around southern China and also the southwest of China as well. I will continue with the Three Gorges Dam and the title a little bit later on, but let's go into the floods more recently. On last week, we did have floods in Guangdong. Guangdong is next to Hong Kong, really big province, and this is what some officials said, according to the Global Times. Guangzhou, the capital city of South China, Guangdong province's over 18 million residents, has launched an emergency response for the rainstorm flooding on Tuesday, as weather forecasts showed a persistent rainstorm expected through until Friday. Rivers are expected to surge. That's not the only one. We can go to a small video here, and this is in another area called, how do you say it? Guangzhou? Well, you can see it on the map there, and some hail actually came from somewhere over last week and upsetting residents. Obviously, you can't control weather, but the government always says, hey, we will build sponge cities. It won't be like this next year. But every year, since I've been reporting this since June 2020, near enough, it has been like this. Floods are not just in China, but they are occurrent every year. India has suffered some floods as well, and this was 2 or 3 days ago, but I don't know where. But you can see sort of like this train got caught in the floods. Now, luckily, no one was injured with this, I do believe, with the report, but I honestly don't know where in India it is. This is how sometimes it's like in South Asia, Southeast Asia, in Asia sometimes. Developing, not developed yet, and these unprecedented rains seem to happen each year. This is just the beginning. This will continue for June, July, August, and possibly September. Then October, it seems to dry out. Now, the main title of this was all about 400 million reasons why the Three Gorges Dam should have never been built. Have a listen, have a look at this. First of all, let's have a look at the dimensions of the Three Gorges. We all seem to know the length, etc. with this, but we have the length there of 235 meters. The width is 40 meters, and the width at the base is 115. So it sort of goes up, you could say, like a pyramid. So why am I doing this? Why am I saying 400 million? Well, first of all, let's take a look at this article here. Geologists have warned frequent disasters in the Three Gorges Dam region of China after landslide destroyed a hydropower station in Hubei province. Hubei is where Wuhan is, in early September. So this was before, okay? This was in 2020. Now, 2020, they did have unprecedented floods, and they had 5 floods just in the Yangtze alone. And the mainstream media was so onto the Three Gorges Dam. But here it is. It is, you could say, 600 kilometers east of Chongqing. And then you have this 40-meter width of concrete steel bar to produce electricity and irrigation supposedly for farmers, etc., etc. Beneath that, there are 400 million people. So basically this 40 meters width of this dam is holding back 1 billion tons or dam volume. You can see here 27.2 billion things, M3, I forgot, cubic meters. I think that's right. Yep, there. And we've seen all the kind simulations, but we can only see this on, obviously, on a computer, some boffin who's made it up, which is well done for that, but it is absolutely shocking. And it's really surprising that any government would allow this. Now, if you compare other dams around the world, yes, they are massive, but the population below them possibly maybe 20 or 30 million. China, the largest dam in the world, has 400 million. Some people, some experts predict if it did go down, then we don't know the actual number of loss of life. Obviously, there will be a small moment in time for people to evacuate, but Wuhan, 3 hours I think it would hit. How can you evacuate 11 million people? And it will sort of die down in Nanjing, very close to Shanghai, but it will still hit there. This is why it should have never been built. It's one of these power things. The biggest, the best, the tallest, the largest, the fattest, the thinnest, whatever the world record is, China does hold it for this dam. And I do have some comments that I do rabbit on about it, or I'm damn obsessed. Yes, I am sort of obsessed with it, because if it does, and I say if, it's the biggest catastrophe basically in history. It's going to beat World War II, it's going to beat Genghis Khan, it's going to beat Napoleon, it's going to beat whatever kind of situation you want to think about. In natural disasters, it's going to be bigger than the 2004 tsunami, for example, like that. So why in hell was it built? As we said yesterday, smaller dams would have been perfect, but it's the ego, it's just the ego of the that Chinese or the Chinese government, and they sort of had the money to go towards it, which is just incredibly frustrating. So this dam has to be constantly maintained forever, for infinity, for it to survive. Now, you do have buildings, as we mentioned yesterday, we do have buildings that have lasted for a very long time, like my mum's house, my old house in London, for example. It's been standing for since 1697. Yeah. Is the Three Gorges Dam going to last that time? Is the Hoover Dam going to last? The Hoover Dam has been around for 100 years. How long is the Three Gorges? If the Hoover Dam is going to, you could say, break down, can they dismantle it? How do you dismantle a dam? Same with the Three Gorges. If that shows signs of weakness, obviously there's sensors all around the point and they can do repairs and maintenance, but it's not going to last forever. No building does last forever. So when some people say, why have you rabbited on and the Three Gorges Dam hasn't collapsed? One day it possibly, and I say possibly, will. But hopefully before that, they realise that this is a potential danger for 400 million people. That's 400 million people. That's more than the population of the United States of America can be in peril. So how would you dismantle the largest hydropower dam in the world with 600 kilometers of a reservoir behind it? It's a lot of thinking. It's food for thought. What is happening on the rest of my channels? Well, earlier today I did make a video related to what's happening in Shanghai, and 20 million people have got a semi-partial escape card from jail, get out of jail free, like Monopoly. But there was one foreigner who didn't wear a mask coming out of a supermarket, and the locals had a go at him saying, "Get out of the country." I will put all the links in the description below so you can watch the full video a little bit later. But here's the snippet of the guy or people shouting of this person who looks Chinese but isn't, and getting very angry remarks from the people who are in Shanghai. He did get a mask in the end, by the way.
打电话报警，走。那口罩戴好。对，做的对。你看，你们的，你是你，哎，你这个口罩没有啊？干嘛不一样？有吗？不一样。不对的，你不对，对，就是你这样，就不能走。No, otherwise we'll call the police. 哎，拿回来。Otherwise we'll call the police. 你听得懂没有？别踩他，没有什么好打电话。哎，来，大哥，哎，大哥不要出声音，你配合一下，配合我们的保安。好的。出去了，别给我进来。好的。好的。说中国话 ，OK， 说中国话。你听得懂吗？我现在问你，我现在问你一个问题，能不能看？他是从外面进来的，对，出去hold on，不要在这里讲，出去hold on。No， 我只知道他说你从外面进，我不跟你讲英语，我不会讲英语哦。你讲中文的，你讲中文，说中文。
Now with We Travel on my other channel, I'm up to 101 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. And one of my viewers asked me, could you do something about a kitchen in Cambodia? And this is the whole idea of We Travel. Basically, you tell me what you want to see. At the moment, I'm basing myself here in Cambodia, but later when travel restrictions ease, hopefully later this year, we will be exploring Thailand, and you just tell me where you want me to go, and you can just watch from the comfort of your chair. This is a small snippet of the kitchen we went to today, and you can see it on the other channel right now.
អូមកអើយគ្មានការងារធ្វើតែឥឡូវដេកផ្ទះឡើងចិត្តណានោះរុំយូរហើយហីអានឹងនៅផ្ទះពាក់ខោ
This is a request from one of my viewers who basically asked, can you go into one of the kitchens and see the scrumptious Cambodian food? No problem at all. This is a little cafe. And tomorrow morning, I've been a busy boy at 7 o'clock my time, which is 8 o'clock Hong Kong time. Made in China. Why does the label suck? Want to see a little snippet? Here it is. I really should have bought an umbrella for this video. Welcome along to my channel. My name is James. This is the James New York Cooper channel. Now the title, Made in China. Why does it have such a bad reputation? Well, my personal experience is going back to the 1970s when I was a child, and maybe you would have got a Matchbox car made of plastic. The wheel fell off, quote, it was made in China. Which really brings us to a close on Thursday the 19th of May. I do believe this is going to be quite a long show, so I hope you enjoyed your coffee over it, or maybe you're late for work or whatever you have to do. God bless to each and every one of you, and I will see you tomorrow with more updates of what's happening in China, my life and beyond. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.